Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your weekly reading for August 21st to the 27th. This is for Pisces Sun and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional occult cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific and detailed with your reading. Pisces, I do this because you know I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one, rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your reading. So Pisces, this is a big week. I'm not gonna lie, this is a huge week, and we're kicking it off with a Venus square Jupiter aspect. Now, we've already had a couple of these, and these are really great. I love these squares. They're very exciting. It's these breakthrough moments, what's gonna bring you pleasure. Really, really nice, and it's happening on the same day, and we've already had a couple of those, so you're familiar with these by this point. But this is happening on the same day that Mars is opposing Neptune, and so this day really is a sense of there's a sense of feeling really selfless, okay? Especially for you because Neptune is in your sign, right? And you like it's a big thing for you. So you may feel it a lot more than the other signs. There is, a tendency to, with this kind of aspect, there just to be clear, like some like self-deception energy, some deception energy. So it's really just becoming like, bigger than, if a situation comes up, and just really having that heart and that compassion. That's what Neptune really does represent. Imagination, all of that. Okay, so it's a great day. Remember, this is Mars we're talking about too, and Mars is in Virgo. And so what's really interesting is that for you, Venus, which has been retrograde for what feels like forever now, is in Leo, and Venus is retrograde in Leo in your sixth house, which is, Mars is the native ruler of the sixth house. So it really is all about service to others. So that's happening on Tuesday, and then Wednesday we go right into the Sun moving into Virgo. So now we have Mars in Virgo, and then the Sun in Virgo for 4 weeks. All right, we're officially in Virgo season, so it really is really, 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 really nice. And I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna have a lot of attention on your relationships and partnerships, okay? And even reevaluating them at this point, because the same day that the Sun moves into Virgo, Mercury goes retrograde in Virgo. So Mars, the Sun, and Mercury in Virgo in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. Big thing. Even though Mars is retrograde, it's still in Virgo. All right, so keep that in mind. There's and even if you're single, it's possible. It's thinking about it now, thinking about wanting to be in a relationship, thinking about partnerships. Now, here's the other thing. It's not limited to love and home. It's career as well. Okay, so you ask yourself where that resonates for you. Now, the reason why this is going to be a big deal is because at this point, we know half the solar system is retrograde. They're all in their weakened states. We don't have the full powers of these planets. Okay, Mercury is now going retrograde as well. Uranus is going retrograde a couple days later. Jupiter is going retrograde beginning of September. So we're already feeling all that. And this is the entire solar system retrograde. All the planets are sleeping. They're taking naps, except Mars. Mars is the only planet that's not retrograde. So I've been saying it in other readings. It's, Mars is like considered a race. It's like a race, and Mars is the bunny. The other planets are turtles, but the bunny drank a Red Bull and the turtles are all on Ambien. I mean, all this attention blazing forward. Mars is the aggressive, go get it, ambitious, so much drive, all in your 7th house. So when I say there is going to be activity in partnerships and relationships, there is going to be activity there, okay? Big time. And it's also partnerships and relationships, they come in a lot of forms. Like if you're looking for a house, you're probably working with a realtor. that's a partnership, right? If you're, I don't know, creating a website, you're working with a developer, that's a partnership. So again, you have to ask yourself where this is going to be resonating with you. Now, I actually like this Mercury retrograde. I did a video on what not to do during Mercury retrogrades, because Mercury retrograde notoriously brings a lot of frustrations, delays, confusion, and in this video, like, I go way back to when ancient civilizations, they all experienced Mercury retrograde. But I also made a video on what you can expect for you. I made a video on all 12 signs, what every sign can expect, because every Mercury retrograde affects every sign differently, okay? And so the members have access to that now, and I will put it up on Friday, okay? Or Saturday. I think it's Friday. So y'all will definitely check it out. Check it out. Now, what else is happening on the 24th? Mars is trining Pluto. This is absolutely amazing. I absolutely love this. I absolutely 1000% love this, okay? Remember, Mars in Virgo, your partnerships and relationship sector, but then Pluto is in your 11th house, which is your social network, organizations you belong to, even your hopes and wishes. So, like I said, if y'all are single, a lot of y'all really are looking for this now. If you are maybe unemployed or not happy at your job, you may be looking for like the perfect job right now. But even still, this is a day of just feeling really empowered, incredibly empowered. All right. It's also a day where a friend could introduce you to, your potential, soulmate. It could also be like, like a Rachel Ross situation. There may be a friend that there's more to it than, just beyond the platonic level. So keep that in mind. On the 27th, the sun is going to oppose Saturn. We just came out of a sun opposing Uranus square, so this one's again going to be challenging. On the same day Mars moves into Libra, but we're going to talk more about those next week, because there's already so much happening this week, and those are happening on Sundays, so that's really going to affect next week. And then obviously, well, not obviously, but if you're a Pisces, you would probably know that we have a full moon in your sign next week too. So next week is a big week, okay? So Pisces, with that said, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on for you for August 21st to the 27th. Again, this is for Pisces Sun and Pisces Rising. If you want to read for your Venus, your Moon, if you know your birth chart, you are absolutely welcome to. So Pisces, let's get to it. Like I said earlier, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. It brings the best overview in my opinion, and if we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, Pisces, thanks so much for being here. I love you. Y'all are amazing. I always say it. You're my secret crush. I love my Pisces. Now, this week, there's going to be a moment where you're going to want to, there's going to be some come at me, bro moment. You're going to get through it, okay? You're going to get through it, and I want you to get through it. Now, let's get started. You got the Hierophant, okay? So the Hierophant, really great. I absolutely love the fact that you got the Hierophant. This is such a great thing. What I love is the Hierophant is the connector, right? He's so full of, he's the high priest. So he is a male equivalent of the high priestess, but his powers and energies are more external, right? So the high priestess is, guardian of the subconscious, going within. Now, this is someone who is putting it out there, right? All this deep, sacred knowledge and wisdom that he has inside him. He's the connector between the divine and our physical realm. So really love this. It's almost like there is a sense of you being a little bit more influential, let's say, okay? And a lot of y'all who have had a really big spiritual download at this point, that could be a thing that's really you're coming out of, all right? It could be something where there's something in the past that happened. The Hierophant came up in your past, where there is this sense of just all this really great I feel like I've been saying this for your other readings. You're almost getting on this bigger platform. Things are happening for you. You're meeting new people. There's other people coming into your life, and you are helping them to some degree, and you are being influential in some degree. Remember that Jupiter and Uranus are in your third house right now, which is communication. And so there's almost like this boost, like people are seeing you in a new light, and you do have a lot more wisdom to spread. So I absolutely really love that for you. There's a lot of structure and tradition and organization that is involved with the Hierophant as well. And remember what I said, Pluto right now in Capricorn is in your 11th house, which is organizations that you belong to and groups you belong to. So a lot of y'all could have started some sort of group, or maybe thinking about that, or some sort of organization or group, and or being part of one and being a voice in that. And I really love that, whether it's within your community or your neighborhood, or even on a global scale, or just think of like maybe like a book club, or a fan club for The Witcher, whatever you do, whatever you want, right? So really love that for you. Now, you did get the Five of Swords in the heart of your spread. And so this is the heart of your spread. This is the theme of the week. This is what's going on. This is a challenge card, all right? Five is, in the Tree of Life, it's severity, all right? Now, this card, and this is like that come at me, bro energy. And so there is a sense of there's something where this week, you may have to, again, remember, this Mars opposing Neptune is going to really affect you. There could be something this week where I want you to know all the facts before you throw down, okay? But also, the reason I say that is because at the end of the day, this card is all about self-respect, self-dignity. Remember I said with, Venus squaring Jupiter and Mars opposing Neptune on the same day, there's a sense of like selflessness, right? Giving to others, service to others. So really, really just the things that you do this week, hold on to that like self-respect, that self-dignity. Know that you're doing the right thing. Know that you want to do the right thing. It's all about choosing your battles wisely, okay? It's all about choosing your battles wisely. Who do you want to be should a conflict come up? Do you want to be the person that is like, "Arr, rah, rah," or do you want to be that person that is like, y'all, keep it cool. Let's keep it cool. Let's see eye to eye. We can work this out. We can work this out. Every challenge has a solution, right? So it really is, we were gifted free will, and you have that choice. Okay, you have that choice this week, but it is indicating that there is something that could come up where it is just a little I'm not gonna lie. A lot of it is possibly going to be happening. Possibly going to be happening internally too. A lot of y'all could be having this tug of war, almost like this what do I do energy. And listen, Mercury going retrograde is a big thing, okay? It is a big thing. It's always the strongest on its peak ends on when it ingresses. So that would be the 23rd. And so there could be, again, like some confusion about things, some frustrations about things. Miscommunication is a big thing. That's why I say know all the facts. Know all the facts, all right? Especially with Neptune up there, with all that deceit energy. So don't be caught off guard. Be awake, be aware, and you will be 1,000% fine. Now, you did get the Chariot in your challenge area. So there is a sense of like, well, first of all, remember I said that like 20 gazillion planets are retrograde. A lot of planets are retrograde, so there is this slow down period. It's giving you this chance to reassess things, to reevaluate things in your life. But with the Chariot in your challenge area, it's almost like the big message is don't feel uninspired at this point, okay? Don't let one little thing, if there is some sort of challenge, or even if it's like, again, within yourself, remember, I didn't just say deception, I said self-deception too. It's facing your truths, right? And so with the Chariot in your challenge area, don't feel uninspired. Don't let anything make you feel that you can't go after the things that you want, that you can't obtain the things that you're looking for. All right? There, you can. You clearly can, and you will. I haven't even. We're only not even halfway through your spread, so keep that in mind. There is again a sense of something. Remember what I said. We're kicking off the week with Venus squaring Jupiter. That's going to happen on Tuesday. And it is that sense of like breakthrough energy, but also asking yourself, what brings me pleasure, right? Now, the Chariot is ruled by Cancer, okay? Cancer is your 5th house of pleasure, okay? But also love and romance, which remember with Mars in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships as well, there could be a lot of things with partnerships here. But even still, don't let anything that happens, even if you get like in a little like not seeing eye to eye disagreement with someone, don't let it like impact you to the point where you feel doubtful, where it makes you feel that you can't move forward with the things that you want. All right, because you can. Okay, you can. It's all about your mindset, right? This card is all about willpower. It's all about finding that willpower, and that is all up here, okay? And that self-determination. Now, you did get the 7 of Pentacles, all right, in your crown. So it looks like you are going to take a pause this week, okay? You're going to take a pause this week, and you may be thinking about that. You may be thinking about, what do I want next, all right? These retrogrades, like I said, it's good for that. It's good for that. Reassessing things, reevaluating things, taking that time to rethink, the things that you want in your life, okay? Now, here, I want you to ask yourself, even though this is money and wealth, so it can be career related for a lot of y'all, Pentacles are still our physical reality. And so this is our physical realm, our material realm. So you could ask yourself, what have I invested in up until this point? Blood, sweat, tears, heart, and soul. What have I invested in? And am I happy with it? And if I am, what's next? Do we ascend? Like, if I'm in a relationship and I've been in one for 3 years, is it time to get married, or is it time for a proposal? If I've been at the same job for 3 years, is it time for me to, ask for a promotion or a raise, or to even start my own company because I have all the knowledge now, right? So there is going to be a sense of you thinking about, again, looking at the past, because that's what these retrogrades are, having these moments to rethink your next step moving forward, okay? And again, a lot of it may, like for Pisces, it's with Mars being active in your 7th house of partnerships. Again, work or love. It is showing up here. Okay, it's showing up here because you also got the 4 of Wands, which is a big milestone card. It is a big milestone card. What's really interesting is that you got the 4 of Wands last week. You got the 4 of Wands in your challenge area, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but you did. And so now you have it in the root of your spread. So it's almost like a lot of things that are going to be on your mind this week are having these milestone moments, okay? Look, with the 7 of Pentacles in your crown. And it could be, making more money. It could be getting married. It could be, getting a promotion. It could be getting proposed to, or finding love, or think about these big moments in your life. I mean, it's almost like that's what's fueling you, but it's also like there's this sense of like the things that you're going toward, there's like a lot of joy with it this week, okay? A lot of joy with it. But I love that for you because you got the Ace of Wands in your future, And so hi, this is amazing, Pisces. There you go. Ace of Wands. This is the biggest wand in the deck. Wands are your passions, your ideas, creativity. You know, wands are just very lively and they're so invigorating. There's so much movement with wands. But they're also like career related, all right? So if you are here for career, it looks like something's coming through. The potential is huge. You just have to not put yourself in a place where you are all right? But look at all the leaves sprouting from the wand. I mean, like, you're good. You're good. You're gonna be fine if you can get past this moment. Remember, it's, you know, being honest with yourself and, you know, selfless at this point, and asking yourself, like, if something does come up, is this even worth my time? This battle, this conflict, you know what I mean? Like, not seeing eye to eye, but it's like being, you know, very diplomatic at this point. But Ace of Wands in your future, super amazing. Aces, by the way, usher in the most new change out of all the minor arcana. So this is a new opportunity. This is new possibility. This is a new path. This is a new offering. Like, you're good. Okay. Now let's get to your stuff. Pisces, if you like this reading, it would be so great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I want to hear from y'all. And if you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So I am truly grateful and I do appreciate it. So, Pisces, yeah, you're going to be 1000% fine. Okay? You're going to be 1000% fine. You are going to be tested a little bit. Again, I'm not surprised with Mercury retrograde, which does bring a little bit of frustration, and it could be a lot of miscommunication as well. And that could affect you. Like, you could be really reactive to that. And the only reason I say that is because Uranus and Jupiter are in your third house of communication right now, okay? And so there's a lot of activity around that, all right? So just remember, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Just don't let this get to you, okay? Now, you got the Queen of Swords, all right? So you're going to have a lot of clarity, even though Mercury will be retrograde. There's going to be a little bit of fogginess with that. And then with with Mars opposing Neptune retrograde in Pisces actually makes you more in touch with your spiritual side. So that's really good. But even still, you did get the Queen of Swords, all right? And so this is not only having your head above the clouds, being headstrong, but you see no water in this card, right? She's left all emotions at the door. This is having clear judgment, okay? Because, you know, quite often emotions cloud your judgment and your clarity. So it's almost like that's what you want right now, okay? This peace to something that's going on, but really looking at things in a way where, how could I be, you know, again, do things where I'm facing my truth, but bring a lot of truth and bringing a lot of, like, you know, even justice and whatnot, but fairness and being diplomatic in a situation. Again, I'm going to point something out here. Queen of Swords is Libra, and Libra is the native ruler of the 7th house of partnerships and relationships. So again, it could, for a lot of Pisces, that could resonate. Now, you did get the 7 of Cups in your external factors area. This is just saying that at this point in time, it seems like there's a lot of things that you want. Focus on the one that you want the most, okay? Focus on the thing that you want the most. And I call this the card of illusion and delusion. You can see that there are 7 cups here, and they're not all great. Take a close look. I mean, you see victory in one, you see beauty in another, but then you see like the snake coming out of one. So it really is, be awake, be aware this week, and have your head above the clouds. Make decisions that are sound, okay? Know the things that you want, all right? Again, it's a good sign having the 7 of Cups, even though I call it the card illusion and delusion. It really is. Oh gosh, Pisces, you also got this too. I'm getting deja vu. You had this in your last week's reading. You had it here. You had it in your future. So now it's in your external factors area. So you've been presented with opportunities. Okay, but again, know what you want. Know what you want. Yeah, that's the main thing, because you never want to. It's almost like be careful what you wish for, right? Especially in a week like this, when Mercury is retrograde, when half the solar system's retrograde, and then Mars is opposing Neptune on on Tuesday. So really know what you want now. Really know what you want, but I think you'll be fine with the Queen of Swords here, and then the Ace of Wands in your future, and with the Three of Cups, the card of joy and celebration. And lastly, the Six of Wands in your final outcome. The card of victory, the card of success, the card of achievement. This is, you're good, okay? You're good. Pisces, you're going to be recognized for something for sure. And you will have something to celebrate. You did not only get the Ace of Wands in your future, you've got the Six of Wands in your final outcome. That's huge. That's huge. And, this card is all about eminence, right? If you take the word eminence to its etymological root, it's eminere, okay? To rise above. You're going to be fine. Pisces, sure. With the Five of Swords in the heart of your spread this week, there just may be a little bit of conflict for a lot of Pisces. It's going to be up here. But for a lot of y'all, it could be just something in your external world, something that just gets you a little something nipping at you, or there could actually be some sort of challenge, or just not seeing eye to eye, or something, just some sort of miscommunication that happens. That's why I say please know the facts first. Know the facts about any situation that may arise, and you're going to be fine. You have the Ace of Wands in your future and the Success card in your final outcome. I mean, you're good. I mean, and you got the Four of Wands here. You're good. You're good. You're good. I'm just like, you're good. Okay, so Pisces, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Next week, Pisces, yep, we have that full moon in Pisces. All right, so as you can see here, there is something new coming through. So something will be culminating now as well. All right, so Pisces, thanks so much for being here. If you're a subscriber, thanks so much. You know I love you. You're amazing. So I will see you next week. Okay, thanks so much. Bye-bye.